Good morning. Happy back to school day, you kids. You better be watching our show before you head off to school. Welcome to Ozarks Fox AM. I'm Jeremy Rabe.
Listen to the man. I'm Maddie Conklin. Good morning.
You better be watching our show, eating your cereal, gearing up for a good first day.
My head goes straight to my school schedule. So I think elementary school, the bus came around like 8 a.m. But middle schoolers are probably already at the bus stop or at school. Because I think our school started at 7:30 a.m.
Yeah, mine was early.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And then high school, did that start around 9? I can't remember.
I just remember it all being
It's been
early
too
for
long.
me. It was all early, and I rode the bus because I went to a different school with my brothers, and anyway. But by the way, we are wearing our retro throwback first day of school outfit.
Hey.
For ye.
For ye.
For ye.
Now, you want to clarify something?
I do want to clarify something.
Okay, you go for it.
I was not alive in 1976. For the record, I got this shirt because I liked it and it was retro, and it reminded me of, like, you know, by the way, it was 1976 was the 200th birthday of our country. So,
well, there we go. We're celebrating a...
I saw this online. I've had it in my closet forever, never worn it. But I was like, oh, that kind of feels like, we're, you know, the Barry Manilow contest we're doing. He reminds me of the 70s. I just like the color scheme. I was not alive in 76, so don't even try to make fun of me.
Don't come at him.
I really wasn't.
I do like it, and you were contemplating whether you should put a blazer. I was like, no, let it speak.
I feel weird not having my blazer as my security blanket.
Well, we gotta shed that insecurity, okay?
I hope you guys are okay with that. I'm not disrespecting our viewers.
No, not at all.
At all. And your Flower Power shirt reminds me.
Flower Power.
You know what this reminds me of? Did you ever see a show called Laugh-In with Goldie Hawn? And it was a 1960s show.
I did.
It was like a comedy sketch show.
No. Was it when she had like the pixie cut? Like she was very, very, very young.
Her first job.
Okay, I think I've heard of it and seen like a clip, and this was years ago.
And she was always dancing in like a bikini, and they had these party scenes.
Yes, okay. I now know what you're talking about.
Yes. Oh, wait, so I need to turn Charlie up. He said something.
We got to talk about question of the day. If you have not participated, you want to get your bongos ready?
Oh.
There you go. Get the bongos ready. Scan that QR code. Scan that QR code. Answer our question of the day. It is, what was your favorite subject in high school? Or you can go to ozarksfirst.com/vote. We are that middle box. It'll be news, Ozarks Fox AM, Ozarks Live. Click that.
I didn't even look at what these options were yet.
I haven't either.
So we're going to be surprised. Let's be surprised for the first day of school. Okay.
Yeah.
On the first day of school, I knew I would always be too excited, so I'd get up extra early because I was ready to put on my new outfit.
Yes.
And then Mom would make us breakfast. What was your go-to, like, first day of school breakfast? Was it cereal, a Pop-Tart, eggs and toast?
Well, I went through phases. So Pop-Tarts was for like most of elementary school. Middle school was mini muffins with some fruit. And then Dad really like kicked it up a notch and would make French toast from time to time.
Oh.
I know, right? So I think he was more excited for me to be going to school than I was to go to school, because that meant he got to make the lunch, he got to make the breakfast, he got to write a silly note to put in my lunch and then send me off.
And there you go, and bye.
And bye.
You know what my mom would do too, speaking of? It's really delicious, you should try this. When she would make us, she'd make us French toast. She'd put the syrup in a pot on the pan to heat it up, because it's warm syrup, but she would also add a couple dollops of like strawberry jam in the syrup. So it would be like a strawberry infused syrup.
Look at Brenda.
And it was so good.
This is why I feel like your taste buds are elevated than the normal human.
Thanks to Brenda.
Thanks to Brenda.
Thanks to my mom.
Also, happy anniversary to your parents.
Oh yeah, that was in July.
Oh, that was in July? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Time
she
flies.
just posted something she got from her anniversary.
My dad, so their anniversary was in July, but my dad had ordered her a new wedding band for their anniversary, but it just came in. Yeah.
It's beautiful. So Brenda and
there you
Mark,
go.
I'm sorry, I just said your parents' names.
That's all right.
Okay, happy anniversary. Angela, happy back to school week.
Yeah.
Now, going off of Jeremy's question, what was your kind of back to school breakfast? Do you remember?
I didn't eat breakfast. I'm just come out and say it. I didn't eat breakfast.
Good on ya, I guess.
I don't know. I was also just really competitive with dance and stuff, so I just didn't really, I don't know. I just always did like intermittent fasting. So I would wait to eat until like.
In elementary school?
Well, like elementary school? Oh my gosh, I don't remember.
Okay.
Probably cereal.
I was like, intermittent fasting that young? Okay.
But even back then, I just was never a breakfast person. Like, I just never liked to eat until lunch. Like, I always had really big meals. You know, like I'd have a big lunch and then a big dinner, and that was like, I would have like a snack, because we'd always had early recess in elementary school too.
Okay.
So maybe that would be my breakfast, I
Yeah,
guess,
like
you know?
a power snack. Or
Yeah,
something.
but even in middle school and high school, like my middle school, we ate breakfast or we ate lunch at 10:05 a.m.
No,
We're all
ma'am.
same.
Isn't that insane?
It was insanity.
I
We were
was
eating
like,
at 10 in the
why?
morning
So I was
for
like, there's no
lunch.
point in me eating breakfast
That's very
because
true.
it was so early. But
Smart.
yeah, but if I could have a choice, I'd probably do a donut.
Donut. Yeah.
So healthy.
We all love donuts.
I know. I can't believe it's already back to school. It's August 19th.
I know.
I'm curious about these answers though for the question for.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that at the end of the show.
Question
So
of the
what do
day.
you got for us today, though?
Yeah, we got we got a good one. So this is a 91-year-old George Ebert. He's a U.S. Navy vet who celebrated his birthday by skydiving with a dozen family members. But get this, so when he was turning 90, he decided to go skydiving, saying it was on his bucket list, and he loved it so much he returned to jump again to celebrate his 91st birthday. George was all smiles as he prepared to jump with the same instructor as last year and says he plans to return every year. How cool is that?
That's so cool.
I know.
That reminds me of the first President Bush. He would skydive on his birthday every year.
That's right,
George
yeah.
Senior, I can't remember. his full name.
HW?
George H.W. Bush.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Isn't that
He would
cool?
skydive into his, I mean, like almost till he died. Like,
Really?
he
That's
loved it.
right. I think you're right. I think I remember hearing about that. Like, that's so cool. I mean, I'm scared to do it at 29, but it's definitely on my
Same.
bucket list. But I mean, doing that at 90 and 91,
Right?
it's impressive.
You've lived quite the life at 90 plus years, so
Yeah.
why not add
Yeah.
free falling from the sky?
Yeah,
Wow.
I know.
That's
Talk about
exciting and
living life
terrifying.
to the
Yes.
fullest. Well, looks like we're actually going to go back to our conversation about skipping breakfast here.
Okay.
Because younger generations like myself are skipping out on breakfast.
I didn't even know they were doing the story.
Yeah,
I had no
We
idea.
didn't.
That's
No,
so
we didn't.
funny. I was
No
like,
clue.
wait. I was like, we should have maybe waited for this conversation. But yeah, so according to a new study, more people are actually skipping eggs, bacon, pancakes, and sausages for quicker, simpler, healthier options. Now, they prefer the graze and go method. They would take water or coffee, some nuts, a cup of Greek yogurt, some fruit, or a protein shake and call it a day. Well, hot dishes or things that require planning don't fit into their everyday lifestyle, and they're still eating big traditional breakfasts, but only on weekends where they can take their time. And I agree. I think this is what I would do. Like, even as a kid, I would have like my mom would always get up every morning and she would cook like this big breakfast. But during the week, it was kind of a free for all. She was like, all right, we got yogurt or whatever in the fridge. So, I
Yeah.
mean, that makes sense now. Like, me and Tom were just talking about that. I'm like, I have some Greek yogurt
Yep.
and a little protein shake in the break room fridge right now.
I
have
had,
it.
I'll say, I treated myself this weekend. I went to brunch Saturday and Sunday.
Good
on you.
And Saturday, I had breakfast tacos made from pancakes.
You did?
It was at Split Social Kitchen. They had them.
Where is that?
It's on Sunshine. It was
Okay.
amazing. And I was like, I love these.
I
Little
love
mini.
a good like breakfast enchilada or like chorizo breakfast.
Breakfast
taco.
burritos.
Chorizo breakfast
So
burrito. Oh,
good,
give me
so
more.
good.
Yeah.
I love that. I love a good like I don't know. I love salsa with my eggs. Or
I like salsa with everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
I know.
throw it on everything.
I agree. That's where like I love the weekend to just have a hearty.
Yeah.
brunch.
I guess that's kind of what we, like you said,
Yeah.
yogurt, protein shake,
You
we
don't
eat
even
on the
think
show.
about it,
Yeah.
you know,
And
because
the- yeah.
you're so busy, and it's just easier to take little bites as you go and fills you up. You know. So
Yeah.
True.
little
The perks of
snack.
being an adult, you can eat whatever
Well,
you
the
want.
good
I
news
know,
is
right?
we have Parlor Donuts coming up, which, hallelujah.
Oh,
I love
yay.
Mondays. I love Mondays.
That's my
And
favorite part.
we have a Lay's chip taste test coming up. They have 4 new,
Ooh.
I think it's 4 new flavors. I went and got them. My cousin posted about it in Texas, and I'm like, I'm going to the
He's
store.
running.
There
He's
you
running.
go.
I love a good
It
chip
was
taste
funny.
test.
I saw your Funyuns that you brought in the other day, the ramen noodle ones.
Yes.
And I almost got them again.
Did you
They were
really?
so good. I almost did.
Oh, you almost,
They
okay,
They
okay.
looked really good. I was like, man, I remember how tasty they were. But I was like, no, I got to be good.
Well, should we ask Tom Schmidt what his go-to
Breakfast.
was for back to school? Did you have one, Tom?
It was just a bowl of cereal.
See,
Usually.
that's classic.
Now here we go.
Yeah.
Let's break it down. What kind of cereal? Did you switch every day? Did you keep it the same?
It was, I'd say, rotated between 2 or 3
Okay.
of the week. It
you
was
have-
like, like Frosted Mini Wheats,
Okay. Oh, I love
Those-
those.
Those are for, yeah.
Honey Nut Cheerios, or
I like Life cereal. Cinnamon Life is so good.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah.
So good.
I don't think